Hello and welcome to Benjafield and Baker, and today we have managed to blag ourselves a Mercedes-Benz AMG C63.
Now this might not be a supercar, but it is a crazy muscle car.
It's got 450 brake horsepower.
600 Newton meters or 443 pounds-foot of torque.
It's just crazy.
Hope you enjoy. So officially the best place for testing cars when you want to make noise is going to be Milton Keynes.
Keynes is the place. It's nice because you can be on a national speed limit, double lane road, so you can really open the pipes up.
Yeah, there's four of them
And
shouting.
It's roundabout, straight, roundabout, straight, roundabout, straight. So you can really just get on it to make some noise. And it's that early acceleration. It eats up the miles so quickly, doesn't it?
That is a very good point. You could drive this thing all the way through Europe. I mean, it'll probably cost you a packet. We've used a quarter of a tank of fuel this morning, and we've been out for 42 minutes.
Amen to that.
And we've done 21 miles. So it's doing 21 miles to a quarter of a tank. So in theory, from a full tank, we're going to get 80 miles. And it's a 66 litre tank. So we're going to get 80 miles for £66. Bargain.
I reckon that's worth it. I reckon that's worth every penny. With a noise like that. This car is all about that, isn't it?
Yeah. Yeah, it's just that obnoxious, listen to this.
It's a proper Hooners car.
Yeah, oh, it's definitely a hooning machine.
Getting on it a little bit.
See that, what's that? That's in manual mode. The traction control is on and it's twitching like crazy.
Yeah, it doesn't feel like we're going to go in a hedge or anything, but
no.
you do feel this.
Yeah.
It's kind of jerky, like you're getting a groove.
A little
on.
dance on. Yeah. Pumping and jumping. Yeah. I really like it.
Yeah, would you have one?
As a company car.
So you didn't have to
So I didn't have to take the hit on the depreciation.
And of course free fuel.
Yeah.
Actually, you know what? There's probably not a better company car to have.
Well,
unless it was a Ferrari.
FF. That's a fat company car. Different kind of sound though. Right, let's come into 7 and let's go back to comfort. Right, so now we're in full granddad mode. This doesn't blip so much, does it?
No, it doesn't do anything.
Can't really hear it, it just sounds like a normal one. It's still got that throaty sort of bump underneath it, hasn't it?
Oh yeah, I mean you can hear that it's a V8 underneath.
But it's, you know, that's not, you know, we're just talking normal level and it's not really shouty. If you want it to be shouty, you kind of want to rev it a little bit, don't you? But
yeah, yeah.
It does sound good. Right, other points of this car, it sounds fat. We've covered that 10 times over. What else? It's really comfy, like proper, you eat up the miles in it.
You could drive this car every single day.
Yeah.
To and from work, if you could afford the fuel bill.
Yeah.
Or if you had a fuel card. I might try and hit my boss up for a company car with a fuel card. So yeah, you could drive this every single day, and you could drive it like a regular, or a diesel. It's not a problem. You can.
Who is going to drive it like a diesel though?
Well, no one
when it
really.
sounds like that.
Oh man.
Oh, something I did forget to mention. When you rev it, it wiggles like a muscle car.
The chassis.
Does sound good. There is no denying that, is there? like that little clap.
A little pop.
Yeah.
It's gorgeous. It does need.
Well, it needs to be a bit louder. It's on like, what should we call it, 10.5? It needs an 11 button.
Yeah, it needs really loud. Tell you what though, from the outside this car is really loud.
Oh, it's way louder outside than it is indoors. Yeah. Race start, is it?
Comfort mode start that was. Comfort mode. Comfort mode!
Comfort mode. What did it? It pulls away in second, doesn't it, as well?
Yeah, apparently.
Yeah.
Pulls in second. That was cool though.
Yeah.
From the get-go, no messing around.
It just keeps on. I think when it gets into like third gear, that's where you really notice
that torque curve is just like, oh, jeez. It's pretty insane. It's pretty insane. But it's a nice car just to drive around in.
Yeah, you can drive it normally. I mean, you don't want to, but you can.
If you were so inclined,
yeah,
it would be possible.
But you could also buy a diesel C-Class with AMG bits on it, if you wanted to drive sensibly. But if you want this kind of sound, you just need it. Would you say this is a common car to see?
I have actually seen one since we've been driving it this morning. But no, I wouldn't say it is. I wouldn't say it is. I would say that... Oh, you know what's cool? The speedo, when you go over 30 mile an hour in a 30 limit, it flashes up. I think that's really cool. I like that. That is good for your license. Right, what have we got in this car? What toys have we got? We've got quite a few bits and pieces. It's pretty well spec'd, this one, isn't it? This is full baller spec. As far as C63s goes, this is about as well spec'd as you're going to get, yeah. In this car we've got the full Mercedes AMG pack obviously inside, so it's got the AMG seats, it's got the AMG steering wheel, all the bits and pieces. There's no carbon fibre inside that I can see, but I think it's pretty well spec'd. It's got heated seats. What else has it got? Heated steering wheel? No heated. I don't even know if Mercedes do a heated steering wheel actually. They might not do. Yeah, it's good though. It's a nice. Holes. Yeah, lots of cubby holes.
Cup holes in a good position.
It's got good.
This
cups.
one's a nice size stack box as well. Oh, there's a little thing there for us. Lots of goodies. Look at this. How cool is that?
What is it?
I don't know, but it's fat. You can stash chewing gum and stuff in it.
And stuff.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that. You could definitely stuff stuff in there.
This is quite a drug dealer-esque kind of car.
It's a cool car.
Mm.
I like it. I like it.
Never thought there'd be the day you'd say you liked Mercedes.
It goes all right, doesn't it?
Mm. Makes a good noise.
It's a scary thing. It's a scary car to drive.
Give it a little rev. Let's intimidate this Corsa.
It won't stay there on the line.
Put the handbrake on.
I'm not doing that. I'll get lost.
System. Sat nav, brilliant. Screen quality, brilliant.
It's on point.
Radio, iPod connectivity. The Bluetooth took a while yesterday, didn't it? It was faffing around a little bit
to figure that
but we worked it out.
That was more us, I think.
Yeah. If something doesn't work in a car, it's usually us, isn't it? It's got a kind of like an iDrive style system. It's not iDrive because that's BMW.
It's very similar to iDrive.
Mm.
It's got that whole section in the middle where you spin around.
Now, with this being a muscle car and being German, we think it needs to be compared to cars such as the RS5 and the BMW M3 E92. Now, the RS4, although it's very similar in size to this one, is only in an Avant, and the M4, which is the current M3, nobody really knows what's going on.
Yeah, it's just
that is turboed. So that's like the new version of this. So this is a 2014 model, naturally aspirated 6.2 litre engine, even though it's called the C63.
I think this is the one to have though. I think out of, you know, with the new turbo engines, you know what they say, there's no replacement for displacement.
Yeah.
And I think that's true really with this.
So yeah, comparatively, price-wise, everything's about the same kind of 50 grand-ish. I think what's the 60 grand list after you've added a few options on it?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, and you can now pick them up. The cheapest we found on last night, 2011. Yeah, 2011 model was 27,000.
Which is a lot of car for the money.
Yeah, it definitely is.
That's a ridiculous amount of car for the money.
I haven't driven the RS5 and I haven't driven an E92 M3.
And I've only driven an old RS4.
Yeah.
So it's been a while since I've driven.
So we can't really compare it to what we think is best, but this is mental, fast, loud, goes like absolute stink. It doesn't look too bad either, really.
I think it looks pretty badass.
Pretty good.
With the flared arches and the nostrils on the front.
Yeah, that's what they should be called, nostrils.
It's just mental, isn't it? It's very aggressive. Very, very aggressive. And that. The noise.
Right, so you're really going to notice how bouncy the car is now with us bouncing around.
Bumpy old road.
On a really, really bumpy road. Muddy bumpy road as well. Poor car.
Yeah. Everywhere we've been driving today, it's just been, because it's not wet and it's not dry, it's kind of that in-betweeny. It's that super slick, slippery roads.
Yeah, we're 500 horsepower, or 450 if we want to be specific. I mean, it's going sideways.
It's as near as damn it 500 horsepower.
Yeah.
And if you sneeze on the throttle,
yeah,
you're going to go backwards for a hedge probably. If you were brave enough to press the traction control button.
Yeah.
Again, not something I'm planning on doing.
Hopefully the camera's picking up, like us bouncing around.
Yeah, and there's no, as far as I can tell, there's no suspension setting that we can click to change it. And we're in comfort mode, so maybe if there is a suspension setting, it would be in comfort mode.
Let's put it in sport and see if it gets harder.
Sport Plus.
Oh yeah, always Sport Plus. I don't know if that's made it harder. I can't really see much difference. Sharpens up the throttle response and the gear changes.
Oh Jesus Christ!
Yes, boy! Yeah, what happened there?
The Sport Plus, bud! Yes!
Oh, it's so angry, isn't it?
Oh man!
So one flick of the switch and it changed from like light couple of down changes to just like plodding up and then horsepower kicking in. That just went, I'm on it, right? I fully understand what you want me to do, I'm going, let's go. And it just literally just goes.
I wish we'd done that launch in Sports Plus.